I finally got to see one battle after another, and that was an emotional marathon. The story takes us through this relatable cycle of constant struggles where every challenge feels heavier than the last. What I really appreciated is how the film forces you to sit with it, to literally feel the exhaustion of fighting battles back to back. As a viewer, you don't get a break, and I love immersive experiences like that force you to feel what the characters feel. Personally, for me, the movie picked up and started becoming way more enjoyable going into the second act. When we get introduced to Willa 16 years later, something in the first act didn't quite connect for me, but it progressively got better from there. The performances overall were great. I was pleasantly surprised to see my boy Wood Harris. It was great seeing Tony Goldman in the Christmas group. A major standout for me was Regina Hall. I feel like the way her character was crafted, she could have easily been written into more of an important character, but in the little time she had on screen, she owned it, as she always does. She just has something in her eyes that is so powerful. I just love her, and I would have loved to see more of her. While I would have loved to see more layers to Tiana's character since her development felt a bit limited, she still brought such a strong presence to her performance that I really enjoyed. I completely understand that the point of her character was to essentially go against the grain of society, which is why she left. But I would have liked to see more sides to her, not just the sexual side. You would never believe this was Chase Infinity's first feature film. She was a natural. I feel like you could feel Perfidia's presence through her the entire film, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from her in the future. Leonardo DiCaprio's character Bob is the physical embodiment of mess and chaos, kind of mirroring the film, and he delivered as always. Sean Penn playing Lockjaw, who is completely unhinged down to the walk and the mouth movements, he did an amazing job. Benicio playing my favorite character Sergio, he really brought the comic relief to this already chaotic film. He was the calm to Bob's crazy, and he was just a joy to watch. Let's talk about the ending, the final scene with Bob and Willa, with Bob finally feeling comfortable enough to have a regular phone, with Willa running off to a protest. It symbolizes that the work never ends. It's as if Bob passed this invisible baton off to Willa, the younger generation, to do better and to keep going. You guys know I'm a writer, so I also like to create alternate scenes and add things that I would have liked to see. So for this film, knowing that Paul Thomas Anderson intentionally didn't want Bob being the savior in this movie, I would have loved to see Perfidia come save her daughter at the end. That would have been a wow factor. That would have given her some redeemable qualities. The letter was nice at the end, but this is something that I feel like would have really struck gold for me. There were some really funny moments, and to be a 3-hour movie, I thought the pacing was great. The cinematography was lovely. The scenes in the desert, so visually pleasing. And how about the score? It was its own character. It worked in contrast to what was happening, as if it was at odds with the events unfolding in the scenes, and I love that. This movie had so many wonderful elements, and overall it was a very enjoyable watch. I'm gonna give this a 3.5 out of 5. If you enjoyed this movie, make sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about this film. And just a little reminder that it's okay to have different opinions. It's not okay to insult people in the comments due to a difference in opinion. So continue to be kind to each other. My name is Kamara. Thanks for watching another episode of Screen Diaries. See you in my next video. Bye.